And the bell's back, and we got rapid fire, which means we're doing a quick predictions. Here we go. Evan versus Herbert in the first fight. Who you got, Bells?
Ooh, Evan Dunham, Herbert Burns. This is gonna be this could be a solid fight. Herbert has got a short turnaround after knocking out Nate Landwehr brutally in his UFC debut. Of course, he is the brother of rising star Gilbert Burns. So of course you know what you're getting with him. You're getting tremendous jiu-jitsu. We saw he has some power in his hands. But you know, Evan Dunham is no slouch in the jiu-jitsu department himself, a first-degree black belt. And you know, unless Evan Dunham is just totally shot, I can see him picking up a victory. So for the odds, I like Evan Dunham at plus 210.
Okay. Next we have Alonzo versus Devin.
Alonzo Menfield, Devin Clark. I think this will be a fight contest on the feet. Man, you know, this is another one of the fights where I think Devin Clark might be the better like technical fighter. Alonzo comes in with more power, but I think in this contest, I think that's going to get it done. I am going Alonzo Menfield minus 240.
Okay. Next fight we got Huzier versus Alex.
Jussier Formiga and wait, who's fighting? Alex Perez.
Yeah.
Perez, yeah. Alex Perez, Jussier Formiga. You know, I've actually seen that line get steeper on Alex Perez, and that kind of shocked me because I truly think that Formiga is just a better overall fighter than him. I was kind of surprised by these odds. I think Jussier might be able to dictate where this fight takes place. He actually hasn't been taken down since 2015, so that's something to look at. So definitely give me Jussier. I think Jussier is the better fighter. So you're gonna give me underdog odds. I will take Jussier Formiga at plus 120.
Okay, that was the early prelims. Now here's the actual prelims. We have Charles Byrd against Makai Patolo.
Yes, sir. Charles Byrd, Makai Patolo, aka Coconut Bombs, made a splash on the Contender Series a couple years ago. Charles Byrd, older guy. If I remember off the top of my head, I haven't done much research on him lately. If I remember, he's in his upper 30s, but you know, I've never been too impressed with him. I remember he did fight. What's that? Edmund Shabazian. I'm a big Edmund Shabazian guy. I think Edmund ran through him. And you know, I think Patolo went down to 170 for his UFC debut. And I think here, going back up to 185, I've seen a lot of people say that they think he could be too small for Charles, but you know, I think Coconut Bomb lands right here, and I see him getting the knockout. Makai Patolo plus 140.
Okay. Next fight we got Cody against Brian.
Cody Stamen against Brian Keller. Oh my gosh. Pre what happened today, which I mentioned in the other video, of course, Cody Stamen announced on his Instagram that his brother passed away. So again, as in the other video, thoughts, prayers, and condolences to him and his family as they're going through this time. He's still choosing to fight in his memory Saturday. That's freaking awesome. Brian Kelleher is a dog at plus 225. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he's plus 225. I mean, it makes you want to bet the guy, you know. But who's not pulling for Cody this weekend? The whole world's pulling for Cody now. But alas, this is gambling, and you try not to let that stuff affect you. So I think minus 286 might be too high on a guy like Stamen, who I think is an exceptional fighter. But Brian Kelleher has showed keep making him a dog, and he's going to prove you wrong, and I could see him doing that here. So the pick is Brian Kelleher plus 225.
Okay. We got the Hurricane against GK3 next. Who you got?
GM3.
GM3,
Yep. Ian Heinisch. Ian the Hurricane Heinisch, GM3. This is going to be a great fight. This is the one that we broke down on our other video of our bet picks. It's a fight I'm excited about. You guys already know the pick is of course, Ian Heinisch. So I'm gonna, instead of talking about the fight, I'm gonna go off and talk about something a little cooler. I guess a little something cooler to talk about. Ian Heinisch. I'd like to educate some people on this because it's cool. It's an interesting thing to hear about and learn about. So Ian Heinisch has actually lived an absolutely bizarre life. If nobody's heard the story, just buckle in. Ian Heinisch just turned 31 years old, right? The guy has lived a life that I can't even comprehend. Okay, so this all started. He was a college wrestler, right? And I'm gonna give you the gist of it. I'm not gonna go through every little detail. Guy's a college wrestler. Parents get a divorce, goes through tough times, starts selling ecstasy, uh, gets busted selling 2,000 ecstasy pills. Okay, gets out on bail, flees the country, heads over to Amsterdam, works in a bar there. And then he went to Amsterdam to avoid jail, and then he actually went to Spain and started working in a bar, and he slept on a beach for 3 months. Okay, so now he's drug tracking in Spain from South America to Spain, and he got caught on one of his trips with a kilo of cocaine. They sent him to prison at the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands, very popular worldwide place in Spain, prison, and he spent some time there. Pretty crazy, actually. And then he actually taught himself how to speak Spanish by reading a Spanish Bible with an English dictionary, and like that's just nutty. And he also took up some boxing in there. And the guy ended up finished serving his sentence. Right, it's 2009. Flies back to New York. What happens when he gets back to New York? He gets sent. He gets picked up at the airport, detained. He fled the country. Gets sent to Rikers Island in New York, one of the most notoriously craziest prisons in the world. And now he's out, and now he's changed his life, and it's really cool to see what this guy has done with his life, with essentially the second chance that he's been given. Mm-hmm. So the pick is Ian Heinisch, minus 150.
Okay, last fight of the prelim.
I'm sorry, Ian Heinisch was minus 125. Go ahead, BAMA.
Oh, you're good. Alex versus Chase Cooper was the last fight of the prelims. So who you got on that one?
Yeah, Alex Caceres, Chase Hooper. This is another fight we broke down in our bet pick, so I'm not going to do a little recap on it. The pick is Chase Hooper. Now, I will say that I got these odds on May 31st through DraftKings at minus 145. Upon waking up this morning on June 3rd, he was minus 180. So that's moved considerably since last Sunday. So, yes, the pick is Chase Hooper, minus 145.
Okay. Now time for the main card. You got Eddie Winland against Sean O'Malley.
Whew, Eddie Wineland, Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, a rising star. I've met Sean O'Malley a couple times. He's actually jumped in our Twitch stream once. Do you remember that?
Yes,
he left that comment. That was bizarre. That was one of the most bizarre interactions I've ever had. That was so random. But he's a really cool guy, up and coming fighter, very popular. I love the guy. I love watching him fight. Eddie Wineland's tough guy, been fighting for years. Best mustache in the UFC, got to be up there. Hell of a mustache. But I don't care for these odds. Will O'Malley win? I think he could win. Yeah, I would see more ways for him to win, right? Like anybody would. But to lay over minus 400, I just don't see that much chalk on him because styles make fights. Eddie Wineland's a hell of a striker himself. He can strike, baby. You know what else he can do? He can wrestle. Mm-hmm. I think this might be a lot closer fight than people actually think it is. I think it could be interesting. And for the odds, if you're gonna give me Eddie Wineland at plus 335, okay, I'll take Eddie Wineland. And also, I might even take a tiny stab at Eddie Wineland via decision at plus 1,025. Just something to think about, guys. Just something to, if you're looking to play a little high stakes, have a little fun with yourselves. I'm going to go Eddie Wineland plus 335.
Okay. Next, we have Neil Magny against Anthony Rocco Martin.
Oh, Anthony Rocco Martin, Neil Magny. This is another fight we broke down in the fight breakdown. The pick is, of course, Neil Magny at minus 150.
right. Next we have the Funk Master against Corey Sandhagen or Hagen.
Yep. Funk Master Aljo Sterling against Corey Sandhagen. Again, another fight, the last fight that we actually broke down in the betting recap. Guys, I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm so excited for this fight. This is anybody who loves MMA and truly loves watching MMA. This is such a great technical freaking fight. Striker versus grappler. Let's see it. Cannot wait to hear Aljo's music hit the speaker Saturday night coming out to I Love by Joyner Lucas. The pick is Aljo Sterling minus 118.
Okay. Next we have Rafael Assanio against Cody Garbrandt.
Oh man. This fight, man. This fight kind of pulled at my heart a little bit because, of course, I'm an Ohio guy. Cody Garbrandt is an Ohio guy. I've watched Cody fight live 2 or 3 times. I love watching the fight. He's one of my favorite guys to fight live, to watch fight live. And Rafael Assunção, though, Rafael freaking Assunção, the guy is a monster. He's been a monster for so freaking long. And you wonder, you got to wonder about now, like, where's Cody at mentally? Where's Cody at mentally? The guy is coming off these knockout losses and fights that he gets into firefights and just seems to be putting down with these hooks the same way every single time. Just starts swinging in the pocket, bam, gets clipped, he falls, and he's getting grounded and pounded. And it's been crazy to watch that play out, especially lately. Because you want to see a guy like Cody Garbrandt get back to where he was. The guy was world champ. He did what he did to Dominic Cruz. I was actually at that fight. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe what I saw. I could not believe the striking display, the boxing display that this man put on. But like I said, the guy's coming off 3 straight knockout losses. He's got a whole freaking beard now. I don't know. Is he in his own head? Is he a head case? Give me the guy that I know can keep his head and is still a damn solid all around fighter. I'm gonna go Rafael Assunção as the dog plus 115.
Okay, next we got the main event: Amanda Nunes against Felicia Spencer.
Ooh, Amanda Nunes, Felicia Spencer. I've seen a lot of people looking into this. I cannot tell you how many people I've actually seen say they're betting Felicia Spencer. I must not be too confident because I really haven't seen her line move. But to be fair, I haven't paid exactly close attention to it. But plain and simple, I'm not going to try to church this one up. I got Amanda Nunes via whatever she wants.